And we're going live in 3, 2, 1. We are live recorded. This is Kathleen Gage with Vegan Visibility. And I want to remind you before I move on, if you're watching this on YouTube, go ahead and subscribe. Go ahead and leave comments when I'm done. Not until I'm done because you don't know what I'm going to talk about. But what I'm going to talk about is something that really got triggered today when I was on a Clubhouse room. It was in the morning and I was doing some chores around the house, listening to a Clubhouse. It was an excellent room. And it was all about people starting out in coaching and how they build their practice. And a lot of the recommendations were, give some complimentary sessions, and they were calling them free sessions. And that's kind of the first thing that I noticed is you can call it a free session, and it's really not free because it's your time and it's the potential client's time. Or you can call it a complimentary session. I prefer to call it complimentary. And I also know that after a certain period of time, there are those experts who absolutely refuse to do complimentary sessions. I, on occasion, will do that. And actually, I've been in business 28 years. I've written 20 books. I've written thousands of articles, blog posts, guest posting, things of that nature. And it's interesting because as I've been transitioning my business from a more generic market into the vegan, plant-based, and sustainability markets to do with marketing, I'm not teaching people how to eat. There is a process for me to gain visibility, but I'm not going to hop on the phone with just anybody to do a complimentary session. I want to make sure that they're a fit for the services that I offer. So this is what came up for me while I was listening to actually the excellent advice that the two mods, I should say, in Clubhouse were giving to people who are brand new to coaching. The first thing is you do need to get visibility and you do need to get some experience. One of the best ways to get experience is to do complimentary sessions, to actually find some people who would let you do a session with them, one, for the practice, and to critique what you're doing. When you're first starting out, that's a great idea. However, after you've been in business for a while, not necessary. I don't need people in the vegan and plant-based and sustainability markets to critique my consulting. I have been a consultant for many, many, many years. I know who my market is. I know what I like to focus on. I know what my sweet spot is, and I know who's not a fit. It really occurred to me on my run this morning that there are some people who absolutely would not want to do business with me for any number of reasons. It could be my haircut. Maybe they don't like somebody who has one side of their head, it's a little bit long right now, but shaved. I mean, there are times that it's really shaved quite closely. And there are some people who think that's a little too edgy. That's okay. Those are not the people that I want to do business with. I want to do business with people who feel really aligned with my message. So I actually took a few notes and wrote down a few things that I feel would help people who may be transitioning from one market to the next, or they want to get a good inroad into a market. One is, rather than just giving free, quote unquote, free consultations away or discovery calls or whatever you're going to call it, why not have people fill out a short assessment? In the assessment, you can cover a lot of territory to find out, first of all, what are the expectations of the person who you will be talking to as far as growing their business? Is it realistic? What are they hoping to accomplish in the session with you? These are all things that oftentimes on these complimentary discovery calls, you can spend 5 or 10 minutes getting into that kind of information. Why not get it done up front, spend less time on the phone, and really drill down to see if you're a fit for the client and they're a fit for you? So on the application and assessment, make it really clear that this does not mean that they will definitely get the complimentary session. It means that the assessment will determine if you're a fit for each other. If, in fact, you are a fit, one of the questions you really do want to put on the assessment is, how much have you invested over the last year? And I like to go back a little bit further because during the pandemic, numbers got kind of skewed. But pre-pandemic, I would put on my assessment, and I still put on my assessment, what is your, how much have you invested in your, if I'm going to do personal development, in your personal development or professional development, your marketing, your team, it depends on what you're going to be talking about, but find out if they actually do invest, because I had somebody who wanted to have a complimentary session with me. They definitely wanted me to work with them. And when they got to that question, I said, how much did you invest in the last year in your marketing? They put $100. We weren't even in the ballpark. And so it's best for me to say, I really am not a fit for you. However, I do have this free report or this free white paper, this complimentary white paper that will help you move in the right direction. Our time is the most valuable asset we have, your time and your potential client's time. So you want to use it effectively. Another way that you can actually, if you're trying to build your business, that you can showcase your expertise, this is hands down amazing. And I want to again remind you that if you're watching this on YouTube, please go ahead and subscribe. If you're watching this on other platforms, go ahead and like the video, go ahead and leave some comments. And it's so interesting because there are always those people, they say, well, you didn't cover X, Y, and Z in this short video. And it's like, well, there's only so much you can cover in a few minutes. And I've had people that have actually, they're like stalking me, and everything I say, they have a rebuttal to. And I say, you might want to do your own video, or you might want to do your own TikTok, or you might want to do your own Instagram, whatever it is. It's like, do your own if you have that much passion around a topic. I digress. So I recommend that you look for opportunities to get on podcast shows, but you don't want to go on a podcast show and just sell. Getting on podcast shows, writing blog posts, putting information up on social media is really about creating value. It's not about a hard sell. I had a situation recently where somebody reached out to me. We connected on LinkedIn. This person reached out to me and they said, I have some recommendations for your website. And I thought, oh, this is interesting. We just changed our website. I'd be curious what they had to say. And what they had to say was something that I was already aware of and that I don't want on my website. Currently, I don't have an opt-in form on my website, and I did that for a reason. The website right now is more of an information piece, and I'm really clear as to why right now I do not want to opt in. And so before this person asked me what my goals were and what my business was about and what my long-term vision was, she immediately went into recommendations that had she taken a few minutes to find out what my goals were, she never would have made those recommendations. And so I encourage you to really look at how you're positioning your message. Another thing that you can do is be sure that if you're going to be doing complimentary sessions with people, again, pre-qualify them. Limit the time to 15 minutes on the upfront, because if the conversation is going in a really great direction, you can say, I have a few more minutes. If you'd like to go a little bit longer, we can. Reframe the 15 minutes in that way so that you actually are creating more value. And if the call is going south and it's really not going anywhere and you misjudge the whole thing, at 15 minutes, you can say, well, our time is up. So with that, I would encourage you to look at really fine-tuning your sales conversation. So when you're on a call, a complimentary call with somebody, and it really looks like you are a great fit for them, be willing to ask for the sale. It's amazing how many people stop short of asking for the sale. If it's a great fit, say, why don't we go ahead and move forward? Or what would it take for us to move forward? I sincerely want to know, because I don't want to waste their time. I don't want to waste my time. If I'm a great fit for somebody, I'm going to let them know. I'll say, I am so confident that I can help you. And here's what I need from you. And we don't even talk money at that point. What I need from them is 100% commitment that they're going to do the work. I need for them to show up fully. I need for them to put all distractions aside, things of that nature. And then we talk money. And so with that, I hope that has served you. This is Kathleen Gage with Vegan Visibility. Go ahead and check out my new website that got critiqued within 2 days of going up. And I've gotten a lot of great feedback on the site, but there is a very, very clear reason why we set it up the way we did. I wish you much success. And if you're interested in talking about the services I offer, just go to the main page of my website. You'll see the different services I offer. And if you'd like to have a conversation, why not reach out to me? I would love to have a conversation and find out what you're looking to accomplish and if, in fact, I am a great fit to help you get there. Have a great day and be well.